Hello, I'm Joe Calvarus, Executive Director of the Gerald R. Ford Presidential Foundation. Each year, the Gerald R. Ford Presidential Foundation awards two distinguished journalism prizes, one for reporting on the presidency and one for reporting on national defense. These prizes initiated in 1988, recognizing reporting excellence in the fostering of better public understanding of the presidency and national defense. Each year, the prizes are presented to the winners at a reception and event in Washington, D.C. But because of COVID-19, we are presenting this year's awards virtually. On behalf of the foundation, I welcome Mike Ford, son of President Gerald R. Ford, and Betty Ford, and currently the chairman of the Gerald R. Ford Presidential Foundation, as he presents the 33rd Annual Journalism Prize for Distinguished Reporting on the Presidency in 2019. Welcome, Mike.
It's a great pleasure to be with you, even though we're remotely connected here to present this great honor. The 33rd Annual Gerald R. Ford Journalism Prize for Distinguished Reporting on the Presidency goes to Michael C. Bender, the senior White House reporter for the Wall Street Journal, for his outstanding journalism efforts in 2019. Michael spent the first 15 years of his journalism career at newspapers in Ohio, in Colorado, and Florida, and then he went on to be the senior writer for the Bloomberg Politics in Washington, D.C. And he has been with the Wall Street Journal since 2016. The selection committee of judges stated, and I quote, "Michael set a consistently high standard of reporting on the presidency, taking readers inside the White House and the Trump political operation as they battled possible removal from office while plotting a course for the president's reelection. With deep sourcing and balance, Michael provided insightful accounts of the division in the White House over the U.S. border declaration, the president's decision to reject a retaliatory strike against Iran, the 2020 campaign strategy now taking shape, and the July 25th call that led to the president's impeachment, trial, and acquittal. Covering President Donald J. Trump since 2015, Michael has provided a most valuable chronicle of the president, his team, and the movement that has reshaped American politics and policy. Michael, you have earned a tremendous and deep respect from us for your excellence in journalism and your dedicated reporting on the Trump White House and this presidential campaign. It is a great honor for you to be our recipient of the Gerald R. Ford Prize for distinguished reporting on the presidency. So on behalf of the Foundation Board, we present you with this very distinguished prize, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. There it is.
Well, great. And thank you for showing us the prize, and we welcome any comments or any statements that you'd like to make at this time.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Ford. Thank you, Mr. Calvaruso, and to all the Gerald R. Ford Presidential Foundation's officers and trustees for this generous award. And thank you especially for putting together this presentation this year, to all the coordination that went into it. I'm sorry we can't be together in person, but I'll just have to try to win this once again when this thing is contained. So I will say I'm almost embarrassed to accept this in such relative peace and quiet in my house today. Everyone has their own work from home story, and mine's best told through the $20 over-the-ear noise-blocking headphones I bought to cancel the cacophony that tends to erupt in our small Washington row house here that includes 2 daily newspaper journalists working in the same bedroom, while Mazarine, our 1-year-old, is crying because she's hungry, or because the other baby in the nanny share won't share a toy or wants to share a toy, or because her big sister Zoe is in her own corner of the house, simultaneously playing video games and FaceTiming friends. And speaking of, hopefully Zoe's tuned into this and not playing Roblox right now, but in a weird way, it does feel fitting to accept this award in this strange virtual setting, because covering President Trump these past 4 years has been, let's say, one surprise after the next. And that's been the most fun and the most difficult part of this job. There's so many moving parts in this administration, and this president triggers such strong emotions in people that it can be difficult in the moment to capture the drama of the White House without being carried away by it. So the foundation's recognition of that balance in our report is one of the reasons I'm really proud and excited to accept this award today. That balance, though, is really a team effort, and I'm fortunate to have a group of editors around me who can see my blind spots, rein me in when that's occasionally needed, and other times push me for more reporting, which is more often the case. So I'd like to thank Gene Cummings, our deputy bureau chief and my first White House editor, whose ability to see around the corners in this town has kept me from falling too far behind my peers, and Ben Pershing, my direct editor on the White House beat. My work is so much better thanks to your sharp news sense and graceful editing touch. Jerry Seib, one of the first journalists you recognized with this award, thank you for keeping your door open to talk through story ideas and offering guidance on how to execute those ideas. And Paul Beckett, the Journal's Washington bureau chief, your enthusiasm for the big stories that rely on vivid details has helped distinguish our work from the competition. And obviously, I'm one of a big team covering this White House. We have a veteran team of reporters I share the beat with. It's been one of the true pleasures of this job. Rebecca Ballhaus, Alex Leary, Gordon Lubbold, Catherine Lucy, Andrew Stuccia. They constantly amaze me by their collegiality and helpfulness, second only to their sourcing and reporting and writing. It's a rare combination in this town of sharp elbows and blind ambition to find that, and I'm lucky to be a part of the team. And let me just end by mentioning the other reason I'm so proud to accept this award, and that's to be included on the list of past winners. It's some of the most impressive reporters who've covered this beat. Jerry Seib, Susan Page, Bob Woodward, and of course my wife, Ashley Parker, who won this award in 2017 for the Washington Post, which is sitting right there on the shelf. As if covering the Trump administration isn't already complicated enough, I'm married to the woman who sets the pace for the entire White House press corps. But the truth is, this would be impossible without Ashley. The example she sets when it comes to hard work, the generosity she shows taking care of our family, and the commitment she has for both. It's made me a better journalist, a better father, and someday maybe a better partner. So thank you, Ashley. Thank you for your endless support, which includes even keeping the house quiet this morning. So thank you again for the award, and it's a real pleasure to be here.
Thank you, Michael. Those are very gracious and kind words for so many, especially for your wife, Ashley, and your family. So we're so grateful, and you're so deserving of this this very distinguished journalism award that my father wanted to share with outstanding journalists such as yourself and your wife. So we wish you and your family great safety and care, but also great success in your careers. So thank you so much, Michael, and look forward to meeting you in person sometime, I hope.
Sounds good.
Now, and now I'm going to turn it over to Joe to conclude.
Congratulations to you, Michael, and to the Wall Street Journal for continued dedication to fair reporting on the presidency. This concludes this year's presentation for Distinguished Report on the Presidency in 2019.